this is familiar to you, I've got a solution. This video is going to be a project to fix this little problem. Well, welcome back to the Old Iron Lever channel. My name is Bob, and the video we're going to do this time around will be on making these brackets for the boxed shop towels and the nitrile gloves, rubber gloves, whatever you use, that come in the little boxes. To get them off of the bench, away from things, get rid of the paper towel rolls unspooling themselves onto the floor, and the little made-up scene you just saw a minute ago. Anyway, it's not a complicated video. It's just basically cutting out some pieces with the bandsaw and welding them together and painting them. But there's a little bit of content here. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the video. All right, I got the Wells horizontal bandsaw set up, and what I'm going to do is cut the 4 angles that are needed for the bottom on all 3 brackets. So there'll be 12 of these, and I figured out to get my 9 5/16 from the inside of the bend to the other end, the whole overall length needs to be about 10 1/8. So that said, if it's a little long, that's fine. Just to be safe, I'm going to make them 10 1/4. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to cut them all so I have one end of all of them, and then I'll come back and flip the vise around the other direction, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, and I'll do whatever I need to do to get this angle on the other end going the other way. So anyway, here we go. Okay, that's all the bottom pieces. Now I need to make the pieces for the glove box, and those will be a little bit longer. I'll make these 10 1/4 just to be safe. I need 6 of these. Okay, the next pieces, 6 more pieces that need to be 3.5 inches on the inside, so I'm making about 4 and a little bit. Okay, now I need to make a whole bunch of pieces that are 4.25 inches long. Square though. So I have to reset the angles and everything on this. And this bandsaw is kind of nice because there's 3 holes in here that are used to index 45 degrees apart, which is kind of nice. Okay, we're ready to go with the next piece. For most of them, we can use the cutting guide. Oops, gotta loosen that up. Nope, 4 1/8, 4 1/4. Okay, ready for, so I need 8 uprights per, so I need a total of 24 of these. Well, I got everything bead blasted, and it all looks pretty nice. And I've got the first piece that's going to form the frame around the bottom of the box. I cut it to length, and now I need to make a whole bunch more. So I put a stop block in here, and I'll just slide that in, lock it, and hack it. Okay, there's all the parts. The glove box is made up of 2 of these and 2 of these on the bottom. The rag box is made up of 4 of these on the bottom. These are the uprights, and then once I get all that assembled, I'll cut some flats to tie the ends of the uprights together. Here's the setup for the last piece. I'm going to weld all these flat bars around the perimeter of the top of the boxes. They were a little bit tweaked, and I basically just heated up the corners and tweaked them so that they're all about pretty close to the same dimension and everything. So I think we're ready now to finish the project off. Little copper plates are on the back just to keep everything nice and even. So I'm going to clamp a backing plate to it. That's kind of wedged in there, so it should be okay. There we go again. Okay, we're ready to grind the welds and bead blast them, paint them, and all that. I'm going to shut the camera off because I really don't need to show all this two more times. Well, there's the finished product. That's right up by my solvent tank. And now I can reach under here and grab the towels and pull them out, grab gloves as I need them. Those gloves aren't very good for solvent, but if I'm in the solvent, I'm probably cleaning things. So anyway, I'll take a tour and look at the other two installations. The next installation is, it's actually right across from my bench. It's right off camera over here on my left. But this one here, I had to change the geometry a little bit because I didn't want it sticking way out over the surface grinder. And if it's like most people's benches, there's not a square inch of wall space behind the bench, on the back of the bench, to put anything. So this was convenient. So rags here, get into them here, and the gloves are off to the side instead of out on the front of it, which works fine. And I'm looking forward to not having the frustration of trying to put a foot on the box and pull the rags up, or yank the rags real hard and get 6 instead of 1 or whatever. This should solve all that problem, and it made another video. So anyway, off to the next one. Well, here's the last installation. That's right above the lathe, as you can see. Hope you enjoyed watching this, and if you did, well, give me a thumbs up. If you enjoy the channel, give me a subscription. And comments too, if you have something to say you think I'd like to hear. I would like to point out that this was kind of a one-off sort of thing. And the more I thought about it, the more I would do it differently if I had it to do again. One thing was square with the lower frame here. I would have cut out a piece of plate, just the right size to hold that in shape, cut the corners off so I don't interfere with my welds, and then clamp it all the way around, all 4 sides to that plate, weld them all up, and then let them cool. And then I could use the same plate to do the uprights and the probably the flats around the top as well, and have it nice and square. As it was when I got done with it, I had to tweak it a little bit to get everything lined up, and this would have given me a much better, much squarer installer setup. So anyway, till the next video, happy trails.